Today we are hanging out with Stoney and Dario from Hammers. How are you going today, gentlemen?
Good man. How are
Awesome.
you?
Yeah, not too bad for a Monday afternoon. Talking to some sick musicians as always, and today those sick musicians are you guys. No, turn back around this way. It was definitely you guys. So that would have been kind of funny if somebody else did jump out of that cupboard behind you or something like surprise.
Yeah, for sure. You can see they're peeking through that fucking, where is it? That crack over there.
Yeah. Just a little pair of eyes just sneaking around the side. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be off brand for you guys. You're full of surprises. But one thing that is not a surprise, because it's been announced for a little while now, is that you've got a new album coming out, Death Wobbles. What can you tell us about the album, boys?
It's a
Stoney
big
just
one.
leaves. He's not into it.
See ya. I was actually just muting my phone just in case it rung. So yeah. What are you saying?
I was saying it's fucking huge. 12 tracks all in your face. No filler or killer.
It's been fun. It's been I started writing the music like 3.5 years ago, I reckon. The first riffs and lyric structures and stuff. So the concepts, I guess, first started coming around, and they kind of let it just do its thing. And I bought it. I sort of, when I don't know, you play, don't you? So like,
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes when you buy a new guitar and then it just writes the album for you. I feel like I bought this little guitar and it just kind of like changed my gears a bit, and I don't know, just kind of inspired me for a bunch of new stuff, and then I started pouring out. But yeah, new album, 12 songs. Hammers in its probably most actualized form yet. We had to obviously work hard and kind of forge a sound that suited what we were doing as a collective and stuff. And obviously me being a dictating songwriter, doing that as amicably as possible and trying to pull everyone's personalities into it while I'm fucking being a dictator is always an exercise in fairness and humility and understanding. So yeah, it's been very self-satisfying as a band, and I think that we've hit our stride with it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Dario looks tired from it. He's like, we've actually just been playing some of the riffs now, and neither of us can play any of it, so it's going to be fun.
Can't wait to take it on the road.
Yeah, get those riffs right, get those licks right.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, hey. Like, I'm a proud. It's probably got something to do with my age. I'm not opposed to using like click and backing tracks and stuff, but we don't touch that stuff as a band, and I really am a stickler for all of us just having everything down so the audience gets exactly what they hear, but we're an organic band doing it. So we don't run click, we don't run tracks, we don't do any of that. But we like to think that what you hear on the record is what you see on stage.
The only click you can hear is from my back when I'm throwing down. It's
stuck there.
But then, yeah, speaking of that, playing to a click thing, because yeah, I don't personally like doing it myself either. And you get this a lot as well when you listen to recorded material versus seeing a band live. When you're playing live and the adrenaline's flowing and everything's pumping, quite often there's a lot more energy going into it. You play harder and you play faster. Whereas when you get bands that, yeah, do play it to the click, it's kind of, yeah, it's that same vibe, same feel. It doesn't quite give it that true, you're seeing this live in your face energy that you get when a band just rips it raw.
Yeah. I feel like, because we do a bit of, I don't know, like Ruckus is a pop, we're all very proud of Ruckus and how he plays as a drummer. Like he's become more and more amazing every year. I feel like he's we kind of do it together in that like we're all pretty aware of like speeding up and doing those things. But I think if the urgency is there, which is what you're talking about, it's exciting. If it's rushed, it's no good. You know what I mean? It's like, it's okay to have a live urgency because, yeah, you're on fire and shit's happening and there's an energy there. But yeah, we definitely try not to like fucking. I'm like, oh, I just turn around. Ruckus cops the evil eye from me. I'm like, hey, we can take it down a little, see, brother. He starts running away. But he's fucking good. It's. I feel very appreciative that we have a pocket player in the back end there.
Yeah,
totally. I'm sure you feel the same.
100%. Yeah. There's like this natural transference, like going back to talking about the click and having things really like I don't want to say computerized. Is that a word? Like, everything's like polished and so forth. There's synthetic. That's a better word to use. I think like there's natural transference between the band and the crowd. It's like we're all actually in it together. It's not just us performing to you. So it's like, yeah, a different sort of vibe.
Yeah, you're forming an energy.
Yeah.
It's a fucking cauldron. Yeah.
And again, it's also a preference. Like, I don't mean to throw shade on any band that, you know, does
No.
rely heavily on having these extra elements in, because obviously if you do have that as part of your sound and your performance, and then you play too fast or too slow, well, that's going to sound fucking horrible. So, you know, you're kind of, you know, at the mercy of how you've set yourselves up, literally.
Yeah. And like with what you're saying there too, some bands that just you need it. Like I know with Helm, like we obviously used to play in Helm before Hammers. Helm was one of those bands that has a lot of ambient space where you don't want to have counts. So we did run click for those, you know, when it was just guitar parts or just like vocal parts with the guitar, and you kind of want to have the energy where it's not disrupted by a ding, 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 like, you know what I mean? So that's, I think a lot of bands that run a lot of those, you know, track sections or parts of a song where you do have an ambience or like it's just like one instrument on its own, you know, you kind of need it. If we started to, you know, if we went back down the post-rock road and Hammers just became this fucking sludge band, then we'd probably have like, you know, a whole bunch of click going on. At the moment, it's all rock, baby.
All rock and roll.
Yeah.
Hells yeah. You know, you can always do the nice four chinas into like a crushing breakdown, though.
That's right. 100%.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Vocal cues are good fucking timekeeper.
Yeah.
And lead up to the Death Wobbles album, you've also been dropping quite a few singles and video clips to go with them. Tell us a little bit about those tracks that you have dropped, and yeah, a bit about how it was recording the film clips for them.
I guess the songs were kind of like just part of the album release. So obviously you end up with a collection of tracks, and we started recording the whole album, which we tracked the drums for over, you know, a couple of sessions, like the end of 2023. So once we had that sorted and we knew what the slab of the album was, then we were able to pick kind of, you know, which song we wanted to kind of pop first. And, you know, it's got like, we're bringing about a whole bunch of new identity with, not new identity, but I guess I'd call it like a fully formed face for what Hammers is. And we have a lot of different elements going on. Like, we're definitely one of those bands that can kind of irk you because we don't fit in anywhere, but we fit in everywhere at the same time. And it's probably pretty abrasive, and it's kind of like, oh, if someone can't find common ground or familiarity with our sound, sometimes we're definitely a band that's going to take 5-10 listens, and it's like, oh, fuck, that's what they're doing. And it is, you know, I guess authentically Aussie as well. Yeah. With a little bit of Italian in there.
A little bit of oregano on the
on
the mix.
So yeah, like choosing those songs was a matter of having them all in front of us and going, okay, let's drop this one first. It's going to, you know, keep, you know, obviously with Top Fun, keep the fans kind of familiar with where we're coming from, and then bring some new territory in. And we brought in like a, you know, a steamer. What we fucked around and found out. It's like, we'll show them some new shit. Still got a bit of Hammers, old school vibe in there. And Traps was just like, here's some pop colorings and just stuff that we want to take you to in other places. Like, there's going to be litterings of, you know what I mean? I feel like, I don't know if you agree or not, but if you're a band and you've got like a thing going on that's like multifaceted or varied, which we've definitely become that. I don't really want to limit us to any particular thing. Mm-hmm. And the guys are obviously all supportive of that and want the same thing. It's kind of like you want to be able to showcase through your singles what they're about to get. So I feel like the selection was probably pivoting around that. Yeah?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And obviously Death Wobbles. Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
I was saying, obviously, with Death Wobbles, the last single that kind of like does them all at once. I don't know.
It does, yeah. And being the title track of the album is just like solidifying the I don't know, this like, it's like a dam that's about to break. This music that's going to come out you real soon. It's just it's exciting because there's so much newness to Hammers. Like I've been a fan of the band prior to joining a couple of years ago now, and like following the whole thing, and obviously being mates with the guys for so long. You know, and played in bands together, all the rest of it. But just like where it is now, it actually like threw me, because I'm like, oh, is this Hammers? Hang on, what's going on here? And I'm like, oh, I know Luke is taking us on the journey, and here's another evolution that, you know, it's going to be really exciting for that. It's exciting for us. Like, you know, we can't wait to give it to the listener, and you know, and there's been a lot of good feedback already from people that have heard it. So yeah, really excited.
Yeah.
Of in Death Wobbles, and how that kind of brings together all sort of, as I said, the different elements of the evolution of Hammers. Like there's some big chunks of that song where, yeah, Stoney, you're taking more of the lead vocal side of thing, and Dario backing you up on that one as well. How does Fish feel about that?
Oh, look, Hammers for a while now has been a two-singer band. Like we have two frontmen. Like there was no. We appreciate each other equally, and we've all got strengths and weaknesses. Like I can't do what like I've been a frontman my whole life. I cannot do what Fish does as a frontman. I wouldn't even try. If you ever come to see Hammers live, the dude's climbing the walls and fucking he's climbing people and just I never had the confidence as a frontman to do that. I just stand there and look fucking hard with my guitar and scream at people. So now you've got two dudes delivering a frontman show in different ways, and we're operating the vocal the same way. And then Dario, you watch the next record, he'll have feature lead parts as well. Like they'll end up with like a full frontal attack. And like that's what I mean with I don't want to put limits on this band. For me, it's like you have the option to just like stalemate your shit and just stick to like a genre specific formula that everyone has to sort of abide by. And that kind of works. It's like the Seinfeld or the Simpsons methodology. It's like don't fix what ain't broke kind of thing. But our thing that I don't want to fix is doing everything. You know what I mean? Like stylistically, like we like all elements of heavy music. We all have specific, like Ruckus can sing fucking better than most of us. I mean, he's back there playing the drums. He plays guitar amazingly. Like Rick yells like a legend. We won't give you too many notes in the hurry, but Rick plays sick guitar. Like everyone's doing a different thing. I play the drums. Like it's, I feel like why would you limit what everyone can do in the name of creating more color with your sound? And I think within that, like that's our thing that we don't want to change.
Yeah.
That's kind of ironic and weird, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of. I think for me as a player as well, it's because as you said, we all like have elements of other instruments or other things that we can do. It's just like this whole thing has just brought out the best in us, of us, to the listener. Like so it's like it pulls different parts of you out all the time. So it's like you really just. I don't know, like knowing different parts of your personality all the time. It's like you're fully aware and present, and it's sick. I love it.
Yeah, and I think with the question on Fish too, I think Fish froths it. Like, and also he gets a breather. We all get a breather. It's like it's kind of cool because in a band we're all screaming and singing high notes and low notes and doing all the bits and bobs. It's fucking exhausting for everybody, like him included, backing vocal. So I think it's good if you can like, here, brothers, take the fucking reins for a bit. Yeah. Fish is like in the back there having a water like. Does that,
and the other side of it, if I could say, is that we all have that trust in each other that we can do that too. It's like I'm going to take a breather, you take over here, and we like get to watch you do your thing. Go fuck, you're a sick cunt. I love you, bro. Like So it's like there's a big trust in each other that we can all deliver this thing.
No, I can definitely feel that, and that definitely comes across on the other side as an audience member. Watching how well you guys all gel together while also still maintaining such distinctive parts in the band.
Yeah, thank you. It's kind words. We're all best mates, It's like that's the big part of it. Like every band's different because we're probably a bit older. Like I definitely come from the school of like your band's your life, and you don't just trade your members because you're sick of like you work shit out together. You're like. We don't fight. Like we have moments of tension here and there where you've got to go through a thing. It's like, we need more money. If I'm going to do a thing, or this song's hard. We've got to work harder to actually do it. Like, but it's so easy. Like we're fucking blessed.
Yeah.
Like we have so much fun and we definitely have an ethos, and I've maintained it for a long time. It's like you leave your shit at the door when you come here. This is the most fun you can have with your fucking clothes on with your mates, and you're playing riffs and screaming and. It's just like, get it together, bro. You know what I mean? Have fun. Smile.
That's definitely an ethos to rock with, for sure. That's the way I always like to think about it in bands as well. It's mates first. I mean, the band is everything, but it's mates first.
Yeah, I mean, horses for courses. It's like talking about the click track thing. Like, if it's whatever works for you. Some bands operate that and fucking see each other, and then they get together and they're the greatest band in the world. For me personally, I mean, like I'm a solitary man in life a lot, but when when it comes to doing things like this, you need your camaraderie. You need like bonding process. Like I'm funny with like the band spending time together doing stuff. Like our tours are like little holidays, so we can stay tight knit. It's not just for us as dudes having doodly and shit going on, but also when you get on stage, you're like that. Like you're fucking docked. You know what I mean? Like
Feel like a five-way Siamese twin or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's alien shit that happens. You know, times when you've played offshore, bro, you get those moments when you're just fucking lost and you just know that nothing else is happening except for what you guys are, all cosmic shit going on. Without sounding woo-woo, it's like that's what's happening.
That's how it goes, man. That's when it's often at its best as well. Just get lost in it. But to go back to, as you're saying, like with the sound and the diversity and everything as well, I think that also speaks to why you guys do fit into, so many different lineups. You were really busy last year, in particular, playing, a lot of support slots as well for touring bands. So just like you started off the year with Head PE, you played with Test Eagles recently. You played shows with Cog. I also know this because being a photographer, I have like folders and folders and folders of photos of you guys. I think you're the band I probably photographed the most last year. Sick of seeing your fucking faces. So, any big highlights? Highlights. I mean, I just named a bunch of them, but yeah, from your last year, yeah.
Well, I'm just going to take this one for a second. Yeah, the year before that was the highlight for us because we collectively we just went about our own way of bringing out our favorite band in the world from the States to Australia, and they toured with us, which was He's Legend. That was the start of that sort of stuff. And really going, you know what, like that's another band in this planet that has such a musical diversity that could also do the same thing and play with so many different bands, which they have. And they have like, for us, they're underground legendary status and such a big presence in our lives as listeners. But going into 2024, yeah, there was definitely like, or 2025, sorry. There's definitely like a bunch of really cool little opportunities that came up. We didn't like chase them. They just literally popped up and was offered to us, which we're grateful for.
100%. Yeah.
Head PE was a cool one because like fuck man, Broken their first record like were pretty hard play. Like me and Ricky and Fish, especially. I don't know about yourself with Head PE, but like yeah, like that was a pretty staple band, and yeah, like I feel like those old school new metal grooves, crossed with our alternative roots, mixed with our love for extreme metal, is kind of where Hammers have ended up. Like, and Head PE is definitely a signature, staple band from that period that did show people how to do shit, how to mix shit, and do a good job. Like one of the OG, if you're talking about Rage and Limp Bizkit and fucking Snot and all those other bands that kind of mix those, LA fucking hip hop vibes with metal, it's like that one of the best ones at it. And Test Eagles, like Fish and I both played with Test Eagles like in our first bands when we were like 20. Like I met those boys and played with them at the Oxford Tavern in Wollongong when I was literally 21 or 22 years old. So for us to see each other again after that long and go, I said to the singer, I was like, bro, do you remember that fucking night at the Oxford Tavern and you jumped off the stage at the end and slid across the table and broke all those glasses and smashed the lighting desk? He's like, fuck yeah. He goes, I had to pay the lighting guy $500 for the lighting damage. For that, I said, well, we were the main support band. He's like, what the fuck? And we just, so shit like that's great. But the opportunities have been great.
And now you're going to be kicking off 26 essentially with the bang with the new album, and then going on to do the tour for Death Wobbles. So what have you got in store, if you don't mind sharing perhaps a couple of little surprises or not about your plans for the album tour?
We're going to be hitting up all our favorite joints around the East Coast there, and playing some nice big ones there.
Some regional ones
and some regional ones in there too, like Lismore. Like really excited to get there. It's been a long time. So I think the last time I was in Lismore, we played at the Tats in Helm. That was like 2011, 12, or something like that. So Yeah, doing those. That'll
And
be
Lismore's
fun.
Fish's hometown too.
Exactly.
And we've got Wollongong, more hometown. So
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
a couple of good little regional bummers there.
Yeah, I'm a Sydney boy myself, but as well. So
We can't tell by the accent, brother.
I can't tell the Western Sydney accent.
It's funny, when I do interviews with Dario, I always end up talking a little bit like, "Come on, brother." It's accidental. I go back to being a bugger after I'm finished.
It's just the olive oil seeping through my pores, and I'm sitting so close to you,
So like reverse code switching osmosis kind of shit.
Yeah, osmosis. Yeah. Osbrosis.
Oh shit! Nailed that.
Coined it.
Hating that shit, trademark.
Yeah. So
yeah, like
making, get back on that guitar.
Yeah, 100%. But no, the tour should be sick. Like we're excited. We've got some, like it's this one's like a step up in room size, which is always a bit scary. So yeah, urging people to buy as many tickets as possible, as early as possible, just to keep us fucking, from being able to do it again. But yeah, the support bands and stuff, we're just trying to really make good big shows for, as we try to keep gaining momentum and point upwards and make something a little bit more sustainable for the band. As you know, playing music, like the music industry these days is in a very peculiar predicament economically for all of us. And as long as everyone keeps streaming and not paying for music, it's always going to be a problem. So I think the closer the music industry gets to privatizing themselves as artists and the sale of music and stuff, I think the shows will go back to being a little bit more kind of like, I guess, a punk rock sort of grassroots ethos a bit more. And yeah, I don't know. We're excited to play all the time, whether it's to 5 people or 500 people. So yeah, the tour is going to be sick.
Yeah, I guess it always comes back down to, as well as, if you're not doing it for love, what are you doing it for?
100%, man. 100%. Especially when you're not fucking, 15 anymore.
Yeah.
You got to dig deep. You find all the love. all the love you can. It's just like, yeah.
Dario using his vertebra as the metronome.
Yeah.
You're welcome, guys. All right.
But otherwise, yeah, we've got the new album Death Wobbles that's going to be coming out on the 23rd of January, and then you're going to be taking that shit on the road early March. Hopefully kick off a huge 26 to go back to back with your 25. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to catching you on this tour. And yeah, seeing what else you guys do throughout the year. I better clean up my hard drive space so I can take more photos of you guys.
We definitely have our eyes on, if you're talking about tour projections post this release tour and stuff, I think it'd be nice to do a European stint, sometime through our winter, like late this summer or something like that. So I've definitely got eyes on that at the moment, if we can make that work. But obviously it's also, budget dependent and stuff as well. We've got to be semi-smart about it and make it all work for everybody. So definitely that. But yeah, more shows and more music. Roll it out. Keep it going.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Never
Again
stop.
and again.
It's not stopping. It's not stopping.
Never stop, not stopping.
Just have stop signs when you're driving. Or don't break the law or anything.
Yeah, follow the rules. Get home safe.
That's all right.
So yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with us today. And yeah, we'll no doubt see and speak to you soon as the timings progress. And good luck with the album.
Thank you very much,
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
See you on the next one with your camera.